video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your deck, or if you're looking for TCGO code cards in the form of promo codes, League Battle Deck codes, trainer toolkits, they have everything up on stock. Go check out PokeTownStore.com and don't forget to use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your next order. How wonderful is that? Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every day. You can actually buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and it's easy to do so with this platform. You can reach thousands of people, and you're actually gonna get rid of your cards that you don't need anymore, and you can buy new ones. So hopefully you can check out the link in the description. The affiliate link is over there. You're gonna be helping me out a ton, and let's get this video started. I'm excited. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're actually going to be giving you guys a buy list. That's right, Battle Styles is around the corner. Pre-releases are starting actually this weekend. There are no pre-release tournaments going around, but we are having access to pre-release kits. We're going to be opening up some of these on the channel as well, so it should be excited. Talking about the pre-releases, these are the pre-release promos. They're all very good. We have Bronzong with the metal transfer ability, very busted in the Corviknight, the new metal box deck. We have a Houndoom here with the single strike roar. I expect big things for Houndoom in the near future, so that's always nice to see that they are printing playable pre-release promos. There's Artillery, which is also very, very nice to see. As well as Cherrim. So my personal favorite is Houndoom, so hopefully we will be able to get some Houndooms as well as actually there's also that Cherrim here. So these are interesting pre-release promos. They're all gonna see play at one point, so that's great. In this video we're gonna talk about the buy list. People were talking like, what are the best cards from Battle Styles? Well, I already gave you the best cards of Battle Styles in the top 20 best video, so definitely check out that video if you haven't already. And this video is going to be different. We're going to be having a little set review. We're not going to be talking about every specific card. Right now, we're going to be talking about the amount of cards you should slide into your binder to see when they will see some play. Because I expect some of these to actually pop up. So we're going to be giving yourself a buy list. Some cards you only need 2 copies of. Other cards you need 4 of. Other cards you just don't need at all. So yeah, get your notepad out of your desk or whatever. And just start writing down, or maybe a notepad or on your computer or something. And let's just dive into the set. So we have, of course, a Victory Bell line. I think you just need to find yourself a 4/4 line of Weepinbell. The reason that Weepinbell will see play is because of its dangerous slime ability. This is also already going to be pairing itself up with Salazzle in the set, smacking huge damage for a 1-price Pokemon. A little bit clunky, but nevertheless, you can put the opponent burn and poison, which is already a 30 damage buff. So if you need a 30 damage buff in specific decks, this might even be added in as a 2/2 line with some scoop up nets. Anyhow, I do see Weepinbell seeing some play here and there. So you do need a 4/4 line of Weepinbell. Victory Bell, scratch that, you don't need that at all. There's a Cacturne and Cacnea, you don't need that in a competitive binder. As for Qriketoon V, I suggest you at least put 1 Qriketoon V in your list. That should be sufficient. Like 1 at max 2 at most, but 1 is sufficient in my opinion. This actually lets you draw cards until you have 3 in the hand, or if Qriketoon V is in the active position, you can draw cards until you have 4 in the hand. Very similar to Oranguru from Sun and Moon. That one saw a huge amount of play. I expect great things for Qriketoon V. Definitely when the DanaGX rotates, you can resort to Qriketoon V as well as Crobat, and this also pairs well with Rose. So this is going to be a swift review. For Cherrim, I think a 4/3 line is nice. The Cherrim allows you to attach as many grass energies to from your hand to one of your Pokemon without a rule box. This will see play the more better 1-price grass Pokemon come out. So a 4/3 line should be sufficient. We do have Ordinary Rod. We have Turffield Stadium to search this out. We have Evolution Incense. There's Communication still. So you don't need like 4 copies of the Cherrim in my opinion. What else is in here? Durant. If you are a believer of Durant, put 4 copies in your binder. If not, you don't put any of them in. This is going to be a mill archetype, but it's a little bit clunky. But maybe in the future there could be some items released, like put 2 Pokemon from the discard pile into your hand or something, or on the top of your deck or something, so you can actually loop some Durants. So this is going to be an interesting deck list for sure. We're going to be testing this out on the channel, no doubt about it. Vivillon line, you don't need that at all, although it heals all damage from 2 of your bench Pokemon. You're better off using Cheryl for evolution Pokemon. So Vivillon, you don't need that. Lurantis, you don't need that. Yeah, Tapu Bulu. If you're gonna be making yourself that Cheryl deck, you could be thinking about adding 2 copies into your binder. If you're not gonna be playing Cheryl at all, 0 copies it is. Flapple VMAX, you don't need any of these. These are not going to be seeing play, unfortunately. People are hyping some of these cards up, but they're not good. Entei, also, you don't need that. As for Victini VMAX, I would definitely include 3 Victini VMAX. The Victini V, you don't need this one because there's a better one out in the Sword and Shield set. So if you're getting your hands on Victini VMAX, don't throw it away. Put it in your binder. It will see play, mark my words. Ambor, yeah. I don't have high hopes for Ambor, so don't put it in your binder. If you might think about the Mustard's single strike stance card, you might even include 1 copy of Ambor, 2 copies, but it's clunky nevertheless. I personally wouldn't include it in your binder. Moving forward, we're gonna have ourselves the Salazzle. Yeah, this is probably not gonna be an expensive card. It's gonna be very cheap, so yeah, get yourself a 4/4 line of the Salazzle. Why the hell not? It's gonna be interesting for sure. Also, the Salandit searches your deck for 1 Pokemon and puts it in the hand. So this is actually an interesting one. Although you'll probably never going to be able to use it because you're going to be relying on twin energies or triple solid energies. But this is a nice 1-price archetype. Always a huge fan of that. Centiskorch in this list, don't need it at all. Kingdraw, I wouldn't put it in your binder. I actually tested it already and it's a little bit clunky. And opponents could be playing around it and... yeah, if they knock out your Kingdra and you don't have another one set up, you're gonna be crying it in a corner. As for Galarian Mr. Rime, definitely include a 4/4 line in your binder of Galarian Mr. Mime and Galarian Mr. Rime. Mr. Rime slaps 10 damage plus 40 more for every ball card you're willing to discard from your hand. It's gonna be stacking up some huge damage output for sure. You definitely need a 2/2 line at least of Octillery. Yeah, 2/2 line seems to be sufficient in most decks. As soon as you get 1 out, it's gonna be easy. You can only use 1 of these abilities anyhow. It searches your deck for a Rapid Strike card, so you can get yourself the Rapid Strike Energy, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX or something. It's gonna be awesome. Empoleon V, 1 copy, slide that into your binder. Could be sliding its way into some Rapid Strike decks. The Crawdont, disregard that, it's terrible. As for Jellicent, 10 damage times the number of water energies in your discard pile. That's meme archetypes. If you want to be playing meme archetypes, you're better off playing Galarian Mr. Rime or Salazzle. Don't put Jellicent in your binder. Braxis, also don't put that in your binder. The Electivire is never lucky in the TCG. You don't need it. What else do we have? There is a Luxray, which is a Rapid Strike card, but I wouldn't include it in your binder either way. They're not too good. You don't want to clunk up your deck. That's what I'm saying. Tapu Koko V and Tapu Koko VMAX, don't put them in your binder. They are not going to be in successful archetypes. Anyhow, they're weak to fighting, gonna get slapped around, not only by stuff like the Urshifus, but the set after this one comes with Galarian Zapdos, which slaps it in the face for 1 energy. There's Yamper, put 4 copies in your binder because of the fetch the ball ability. Once during your turn, you can play it from your hand to your bench, get a Pokeball and a Great Ball back into your hand from the discard pile. Very, very great. And as for the Bolton, I wouldn't put it in the binder. It's probably not going to see play, although if popular Pokemon that are weak to Lightning see play, you might even think about it. There is Galarian Slowpoke, don't need that. Also Grumpig, you don't need that as well. Claydol, I don't think it will see play, although it has that funny attack, attaching Psychic Energies from the discard pile equal to the total number of energies. Yeah, don't put it in your binder. People can outplay against that. As soon as they see a Baltoy, they're not going to be over-attaching. There's a Meowstic, which puts an ability, actually with this ability moves 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Without a Rainbow Energy, it's very bad. Also no Shrine of Punishment and all that. In the past we've seen Banana GX use that ability. Don't put it in your binder, not good. Mimikyu V, I actually would be putting 1 copy in your binder because in Psychic decks, it can be your late game sweeper. Reset Stamp and go with the Mimikyu V because of its nasty ability when it's not able to get knocked out. Yeah. Until the end of the opponent's prevents all damage. If you slap it down, it prevents damage for 1 turn, which is nice. Necrozma V, not good unfortunately. Orbeetle, also not good. Primeape, I'm in denial. Do you put it in your binder? It is a single strike card. Why the hell not? 4/4 line, it's not going to be that expensive. A 4/4 line of Primeape goes straightly into your binder. As for the rest of the cards on the screen right now, you don't need Onyx. You don't need Marowak line, you don't need the Gliscor line. Also don't need Girder. Yeah, these are all mediocre cards. Mienshao is a hit and run Pokemon, but there's better hit and run Pokemon in the format, so wouldn't put it in your binder. Same goes for Colossal, also would not put that in the binder. Sandaconda is meme archetype territory. If you're a fan of meme decks, try a 4/4 line of the Sandaconda, although it probably will not see success. It's always fun to play around with. Phalanx, I actually would include maybe 2 copies in your binder. It's a fighting type Pokemon, and it actually slaps 20 damage for every Rapid Strike Pokemon in play. It's a very nice way to counter specific archetypes. Although the Urshifus are also fighting type in general, these can actually come out of nowhere in other Rapid Strike decks. For instance, you can power this up with a Rapid Strike energy and come out of nowhere with a fighting type. Could be interesting. As for Stonejourner, you will not need that. Although, yeah, you will not need that probably. Next, the Urshifus. Yeah, I suggest putting a 4-tree line of both of them in your binder. I know they're gonna be the chase cards of the set, they're gonna be expensive, but they both will see play. If you don't want to spend the money on both of them, select either the Rapid Strike or the Single Strike. In my opinion, Rapid Strike will be more versatile, so I would put my money onto that one. There's the Crobat line, which allows you to draw cards. I wouldn't put it in your binder. We saw that Manectric way before it also drew cards. We have better draw options. We have the Danny, we have Crobat, we have Qriketoon. Don't bother with Crobat, although I could see a Crobat Eternatus list working out because Crobat has free retreat, and it also allows you to draw cards, so you can actually play 4 Boss's Orders, a huge amount of Crobats, draw through your deck, find your reset stamps, your Boss's Orders and all that. Could see play, but I wouldn't like dirt up your binder with it. Moving forward, Galarian Slowbro, you don't need that. Honchkrow, also don't need that. Houndoom, you need a 4/4 line of. Houndoom is very, very great. Not only does it attach energies, special energies, straight from the deck, the special energy allows you to dish out 20 more damage. And yeah, you remember how good Malamar was? Yeah, this also stacks, and this comes from the deck. So even if you get a reset stamp, you can still accelerate from the deck. This is good. People might doubt that Single Strike Single Strike Urshifu VMAX is better than the Rapid Strike, but at one point there will be a Single Strike deck abusing Houndoom, mark my words. Tyranitar V, don't bother with this. I don't think it's that good. Steelix and Morpeko also don't need those. Bronzong, on the other hand, you will need I don't know. You need 3 Bronzongs and you need 4 Bronzors. That's what you need. Also, there's still a Bronzong in the format that is immune from fire decks, Pokemon, which is great. So that's why you don't need 4 specific copies of Bronzong. And also in most decks, you will probably run Evolution Incense or Communication to find Bronzong anyhow. So 4-tree line of Bronzong, you need that in your binder. Bisharp, you don't need it, as well as the entire Aegislash line, you don't need it. Corviknight, if you ever want to be playing a metal deck, I suggest putting a 4-tree line of Corviknight in your binder. If you don't want to play that deck, don't put it in. That's as simple as that. But it's a very great card because, of course, it has free retreat and it is going to pair so well with Bronzong. And having the ability that prevents all effects of your opponent's abilities done to this Pokemon will help it out even further. Pharaoh with free retreat, you don't need it, although for 1 energy you slap 70. It's crazy like how powered up the meta game has become. 1 energy, 70 damage. In the past, like, we were already happy with 20 damage for 1 energy. Remember Hitmonchan days? Yeah, Haymaker, where are the days? Licking Tongue, Liggy, you don't need it. I don't think it's gonna be good, although people that want to mill will probably test it out. Why is this not good? Just because the opponent has control with this. If you want to know what it does, your opponent discards the top 3 cards from the deck. Alternatively, they can also choose to discard 3 cards from their hand instead of that. So the opponent has control, that's not good. We have ourselves a Caterday Prerelease, which might help the Caterday deck. I am not a believer of the Caterday deck, so I will not put it in the binder. Put 1 copy of Stoutland V in your binder. ADP list will enjoy this, taking 3 prize cards on the Bunnelby. Yeah. Take a 3 prize card on the Bunnelby. It slaps 40 damage, and if the defending basic Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, take 1 more prize card. So it only works on basic Pokemon. Drampa, Bouffalant, and Indeedee are not good cards. Don't put them in your deck. Bruno, I suggest putting at least 3 copies of that in your list. Camping Gear, don't put it in your binder. Cheryl, put 2 or 3 copies in your list. Energy Recycler is gonna be enough with 2 copies in your list. This is a reprinted card, by the way. You can have an older one, I think, from Guardians Rising, if I'm not mistaken. You also have Escape Rope, has been reprinted as well. 4 copies, definitely need that. XP share, also need 4 copies of that. There's Fan of Waves, also 4 copies. There's probably going to be a mill deck abusing that for sure. Karina's Focus, I would be actually thinking about adding 2 or 3 copies in your binder. Level Ball, 4 copies for sure. Phoebe, I think you're going to be good with 1 copy. Although 2 copies could also work out. It's going to allow you to just from your VMAX to go through anything like Altarios, Decidueyes, Zamazentas, you name it. Phoebe can actually allow your VMAX to go through anything. Rapid Strike, Scroll, I think 2 or 3 copies in your binder is nice. The Rapid Strike stands Mustard. People could be making decks around it, so if you have them, put 4 copies in. If you don't have them, don't worry about it too much. Single Strike, Scroll of Scorn, that's for the Single Strike fellas. 3 or even, 3 copies is efficient. Next, Single Strike stands Mustard, also 4 copies because it might see play in the future. It's gonna be seeing more play if we get something back like Tapu Lele GX, because that's searches out that supporter instantly. This time around, I don't know. If it will see play, I think this, cannot even come out of my words here with, I actually rated the Mustard cards very low because I think they're not that consistent and we don't have a Tapu Lele in the format. So you have to scout them out. It kind of have to be the only card in your hand. Yeah, still doubting. We have Sorward and Shieldbird. Discard. Choose a trainer card from your discard pile and ask your opponent if you can put it in your hand. If she says yes, he or she says yes, put that card in your hand. If they say no, return that card to your discard pile and draw 3 cards. Very, very bad. Opponent has full control. And worst case scenarios, you're just doing a hop. That's crazy. Tool Jammer, 3 copies, or 3 copies in your list, in your binder seems to be good. Tower of Darkness, I think 4 copies, you need that. Tower of Waters, only 2 copies. This allows you for a free retreat and it's easy searchable thanks to Octillery. The Urn of Vitality, 4 copies in your binder. A Houndoom will abuse that, and we love these Single Strike energies to be in the deck, so that's why you need 4 copies. Rapid Strike Energy, 4 copies. Busted Energy, one of the more broken energies I've seen in a long while. Single Strike Energy, also 4 copies. And that's about it. We also have some artwork for the full art cards and stuff. Very, very cool cards. If you're a fan of full arts, pick your favorite one and add it into your binder. But this is basically, the video. So you know what is playable. Little set review. You are up to date with the set. You know what to look out for, what to put in your binder. And we're going to be making some great, great decks when the set finally drops. Also, check out our sponsors. We have PoketownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. They will have Battle Styles up on stock very shortly, so be sure to refresh the site here and now and then between 2 weeks. They will have them up on stock, and you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your order. As always, be sure to check it out. You can also get yourself Eternatus codes, League Battle Deck codes, Crobat V promo code. You can get yourself Shining Fates, whatever you need. Go check out Poketown Store. Also check out our other sponsor, cardmarket.com. That's the best place to get yourself some cards. If you're a European player, you should definitely check it out. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and that's very nice to get rid of the cards you don't need anymore, or if you're looking for that specific card to complete your deck. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. This was a quick video to keep yourself up to date with everything Battle Styles. And we will be posting more daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure you are subscribed. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video very, very shortly. Peace!